Do you want to learn how to make these cute chocolate toadstool cupcakes? Stay tuned and watch. Before I start these, I want to show you these toadstools I have. I am not making these in this video, but in the description below, I have a video on making these. So if you go to that will show how to make the toadstools. For the forced cupcakes, I'm going to use chocolate cupcakes. You can use vanilla or any flavor. Chocolate's the easiest just because it's the same color as what I want the ground to be. So that's why I'm choosing chocolate. I have my Italian meringue buttercream here. You can also use American buttercream or any buttercream that you choose. I'll put the link down below how to make my Italian meringue buttercream. To make the chocolate on the frosting, I'm going to take some of my Italian meringue buttercream, and all I'm going to do is mix some Hershey's cocoa into it. Now I'm going to simply frost my cupcake with using an offset spatula, or you can use a butter knife. Just put the buttercream on the top. The next step you don't have to do, but it just brings more texture to the cupcake, and it is making the crushed cookies on the top. To do the crushed cookies, just get a Ziploc bag, put in your Oreos. I have Oreo-filled chocolate cookies. I think the chocolate ones are the best that are chocolate filled because then there's no white showing, it's just all brown. Then you get out your rolling pin and you roll them out and you crush down. I put the crushed cookies in a bowl, and seriously, does this not look like dirt? It looks like really good dirt. So I'm gonna put some of this, obviously, on the cupcake. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on, but then kind of press down with it. I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to For the next part, you can put on a pretty cupcake liner. This one says Hello Spring, and it has pretty spring flowers on it. Now the fun part, decorating it. Decorating the top, I want to put some moss. So how to do that is I'm going to mix up some moss green. The tip for doing the moss, you can either use a 2010 Wilton. This is a 3-star prong. This is the one that sometimes you use for doing long grass or even fir. But this also would make nice for the moss. So we'll try both and see which I like the best. Since this is just an experiment to see what I like first, I just put a little bit in the frosting bag. And I'm just going to press down and lift up. Ooh, that does look like moss. Kind of like that. But it sticks a little, but it looks like moss. Now here's the other one. So I'm gonna choose this one. See how it's closer and this one sticks out more? It just depends on what you like better. But you can get enough on there that it looks like moss. The next thing I'm gonna do is mix some green to look like ferns. And I had some green that I had from a previous cake I made. It's a darker green color. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this into my Italian meringue and just stir it up. And there's still a little bit of the moss green in here too, which I like. I'll just stir them all up together, and that will be my fern color. Okay, now as we know, ferns usually don't lay flat on the ground. So you have to use your imagination a little with this one, because we're not gonna have them that they stick up. But I wanted to give a look of a forest and ferns, so I'm gonna make this work. So I'll probably just do it on the edges of the cupcake, where it's like a slope coming downwards and not as much on the top. Now I'm gonna switch it out to the leaf tip, and this leaf tip is a Wilton 352. You don't hold it where it's wide like this. You wanna turn it to the side where it's narrow when you squeeze out. That's what makes it look like a leaf. This is a forest floor. I'm going to do tiny little flowers in between the moss and the ferns. And this is a 16-star tip. So now I'm going to put the toadstools on. I think they turned out pretty cute. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you have any questions, I hope you watch my next video. So here they are, and I think they turned out pretty darn cute. And I think you guys helped inspire me to make these just right. Oh my goodness.